these are awesome. And he just grabbed one from each set and just walked away. Yeah. He's a... Damn it. Yeah, JD, give me the count.
Oh, we're a bit live.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Torg. We are all in a good mood, which is good because I cannot promise that will last through the whole evening because we're in a roche. Tuesday Night Torg here on the Ulysses International stream. I am JM, the GM, and with me as always are my horsemen. When we last left off, things
Bad things?
were in a state. That much can be determined. A wedding was crashed. Jury's still out on how the after party.
Send him a gift. That's cool.
That's right. Like we don't know how the reception is going. We don't know anything about that. But we do know that, right? Love, true love, is what brought them there together. Yeah. The group continued their fight against the death cult as Lady Salvo reconning that rapidly soaking wicker basket with the cultist she shot as it was dragged to a shrine of the cult.
Patella Ek.
Yep, Patella Ek. The rest of the group chased down more of these cultists. Anton and V got Dakshata out of the burning tenement. Edith faced off against several of these cultists, managing to survive, but also lose her crossbow. Thinking she found it, Lady Salvo grabbed it out of a beggar bowl, which turned out to be a king cobra, but managed to be too fast for the cobra. That's right. She had the reflexes. I'm going to go with it as a mongoose because not only did you snatch it, but you dropped it like before the snake.
Honey
like
badger?
That's right. The snake is very confused. The group then discovered that not only was Lady Salvo informed them that not only did she see the cultists going to the shrine, but also a rather heavy basket that seemed to be filled with peaches and an Adinos, Tyrannic. And so the group kicked out the door of the shrine. Edith and Lady Salvo, weapons drawn, boot door, and inside of the shrine there was a member, several people around the shrine. One being a large, massive sort of hybrid that was standing up, screeching in pain as this kind of fleshy bubble tore apart, and he arose out of this husk. There is also several acolytes, 2 attendants, and then the main priest who, as they watched, was pushing the blurred form of Peaches into the blurred form of Tyrannic on the altar, merging them into some strange hybrid. And that is where we're going to start off. I assume drama card, Lady Salvo? Yeah, okay. I figured. Let Them Have It is the top card. This is a dramatic scene because of the people involved, so that's worse for me. Heroes go first and have flurry. Attack and intimidate are the approved actions. I should just scratch out Let Them Have It and say Lady Salvo's card. Fleshy hybrid or hairy hybrid monstrosity, priest, 2 acolytes, and about 4 attendants who are kind of moving about the place.
I'm guessing priest who's shoving Peaches into Tyrannic first.
Yeah.
Stop that.
That Phantom is right. Peaches gives Tyrannic wings.
Like Red Bull.
Like Red Bull. Not a sponsor.
Salvo, would you like to go first?
I suppose I will. JM, I will. So there's 4 attendants, right?
There are 4 attendants.
Yeah, I will take out all 4.
All right, that'll be a -6.
Correct.
Can we just speed it up and
Is there-
say they're all dead?
Is there any other penalties to track in here?
There are
It's fair.
there are no other penalties to track in here, said the
Okay.
GM, going, that may have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, my powers are active because I did put
You
the thing
did
in
put
last
them
time,
back in,
so-
yes.
All right, so we're gonna roll it. Okay, that's a good die roll. That's a 16 on the D20, which gives me a +3 to my 22, which makes it 25 minus 6, 19.
Well, their dodge is a 10. You are up by 9.
Oh no.
So it's a
Good success.
All right, so I'm gonna roll damage once or for 4 times.
Roll 4 times. What's your base
Okay.
damage just kind of coming out of the gate? 14, yes?
14.
AP2.
Correct. All right, the first guy gets an 18. Second guy gets an 18. Third guy gets a 16. And the last guy gets a 19.
Your destiny card for taking the approve action is leadership. And what does it look like, Lady Salvo?
I'm going to just kind of spin in a circle like I'm back on Hogan's Alley, and just in the muzzle flares are like strobes. Like we can just sort of see the attendant 1, attendant 2, attendant 3, and just bam, 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 and that leaves me with a smoldering barrel as I kind of gesture the others in after me, and I would say, let's break this party up before it has a chance to get started.
Well, with that, what are you guys doing?
Gonna get some tea.
Let me look through my powers.
You're gonna set something on fire?
Hey, yeah, there it is. Pyrokinesis. I don't use it enough.
No.
Oh, and the most important thing that I forgot to mention. Probably should have mentioned this before Lady Salvo shot. That's on me. But one of the they haven't gone yet. Never mind. I mentioned nothing. The GM keeps his secrets.
There should be no attendants left. They all fell
Yeah, no,
over.
the attendants are dead.
So there's the
DED.
guy shoving Peaches into Tryannic.
Yes.
And then
The
there's-
blobby thing.
No. So it is resolved into sort of this. It looks to be. You've seen a werewolf.
Their
At
wolf?
first, their castle. I thought this was a bit we were doing. You see, for a brief moment, you think it is a werewolf, but what you actually see is it seems to actually be more of a hybrid. Chest is
Oh
human.
yeah, you said human with a wolf head.
Human with a wolf head. The fur is like mangy, starting at the elbows until it is full by the wrist, and it ends in just savage, blood-drenched claws.
Okay. So there's only 2 left then. Wolf thing.
No, wolf thing, mage, and the 2 like sub priests who are standing next
Oh,
to the
okay.
main
Yeah,
priest.
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one trying to put Peaches into Tryannic.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna set him on fire.
Fire.
Oh, thank you.
Use the first one because we don't
That's
want that. That's better. That's +8. 8 is 24 versus Dodger Dex.
24 versus dodge or dex. That will be an outstanding success. Go ahead and roll the damage. The flames erupt around.
Like a flash.
Whoa. I had to rein myself in there. I was prepared though. Maddie put me through detox. Yeah, I know.
2-5, so 24 fire damage to
24
whatever.
fire damage. All right. 1. He's gonna soak.
Figure there's a tactical play on your part not to try to soak any damage for the aspirin. It's like, nah, I'll just save
No,
it.
those guys are sweet. 28. Plus 11.
Do I catch his attention?
Oh, you have got his attention, like all of it. But he also seems to be unfazed by your flames. The flames kind of lick around the altar stone. They kind of singe him. He kind of steps out as if coated in soot, but he does not seem to be harmed in any way. And you can see that something is going on. Like Tyrannic's, it almost looks as if sort of, Lily, you might want to mute me. His skin has ballooned and bubbled into sort of a cocoonous type shell. And there seems to be things moving around inside of it.
Stop it. Card?
Maelstrom. V and Edith.
Edith, what do you want to do?
I mean, I would like my crossbow back because then I could shoot things.
Would you like to?
Apparently, that is not.
Well, so it's funny that you mention that, as it's almost as if Edith is single-mindedly focused on recovering this thing that has stood in for relationships and confidence, and
Edith has confidence.
Yeah, heart. I won't say brains, because Edith's got a ton of those. But two out of three others traveling along sort of a path, maybe a road. You do see, reacting, one of the attendant priests pulls out Edith's crossbow and begins to level it.
Go for him.
And the great news is that I've already not been shot by my own crossbow once.
That's true. I mean, you were shot by it, but managed to bend reality just enough to get out of the way.
Yeah. You got any benches?
Yeah, this is a little shrine. There are a ton of small little two-person low wooden benches.
Lily loves a good bench.
Yeah,
Whatever the system.
benches get
Whatever the
things
character.
done.
Durisha
Get
comes
things
through.
done.
Yeah. Are you going to attempt to use the bench as an improvised weapon?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, ripping a bench off the floor, Edith strides into combat through the attempt to get her crossbow back. You want to give me a bench roll?
Yeah, is it strength?
Strength plus, yeah. So you're gonna use your melee weapons,
Okay.
and then it will be.
Can I have strength?
No. Ooh.
All right. Melee weapons.
Yes. No. Edith is benching the other team. Chat.
How's a 10?
I mean, a 10 is a number. To hit these
if
guys,
I were to,
you would hit these guys with a 10. It would not be a good success. To do that, you would need to get to 12. So you have anything that would give you a...
Can try to pierce the cocoon.
I have an action card, which
There you
will give
go.
me a +3, so a total of 13.
All right, yeah. What's your strength, Lily?
Is a 9.
All right, so you're going to do 10 base damage plus a bonus die.
Your finger into it. No.
Keep thinking
But
I
Looks
do
like I
it.
carry that.
No, maybe she stole.
Total of 8.
Total of 8.
18?
18?
8 on my die.
Oh, okay. I
And
thought...
then base of 10, you said?
Yeah. All right, Lily. So 18. Good Lord, said the JM. It's plus 11. That's 2 wounds. Well, they've got possibilities for a reason, so let's make that happen. 14 is a +1. That's not good enough. 28 is +9. That's it down. 18. All right, so despite his best efforts, Edith, what does it look like when you hit this attendant priest right across his smarmy face?
He's not the one holding the crossbow, is he?
No, that's the one you got. The crossbow hits the ground.
Oh. Yeah, I take him out at the knees, and he hits his head on the ground.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
And I grab the crossbow out of his hands as he falls.
All right. So Lily, your
That's
card
means
for
to
taking
me.
is alertness. All right, V, you.
She parked that bench right on his face.
That's right.
Nothing pithy to say through clenched teeth.
I'm not even
Okay,
gonna get
Can
to go
you
here.
describe this altar to me? So I'm outside because I
Yeah, you
said I was
clearly
not
have not
storming
gone in.
If I peer around the door, what does this altar situation look like?
So, there is a bloody-handed priest wearing basically kind of like open robes, sleeveless robes that kind of hang down over, like kind of black and red vestments over essentially kind of a loincloth, because again, it's very hot in here. There are 4 dead attendants.
They're all
There are
singed.
2 benches, 2 small little seating benches on the, and again, when I say benches, I just mean like, you know, well crafted, but not like backed benches, just like 2 stabilizing legs and something between. 2 on one side, 3 on the other. The 2 tall, thin statues of the Gaunt Man, both looking down at a at first, it looks like a rough-hewn altar made out of basalt, is kind of your guess. But as you look at it, it sort of starts narrow at the feet, widens out to just wider than shoulder width, and kind of comes back in. And there's a small, shallow indentation. And Tyrannic, this green fleshy membrane now kind of seals the freshness in.
Okay, so the altar is firmly affixed to the floor. Does it look like it could be knocked over?
It is, well, it could, you can't tell if it's firmly affixed to the floor, but you are guessing it weighs probably close to a ton.
You could knock Tyrannic off the altar with a flying cyber nun kick.
Well, I'm trying to decide if I should.
Mr. Furious can have a possibility.
If I should burst the bubble or if I should just dislodge the bubble, because I'm not very strong, so I can run at it and it'd probably be more like,
You can pierce it and just let it ooze everywhere.
Ooze. I don't have any cards. Oh wait.
Or you could shoot Wolf Boy in the face. I'm sure when he goes, he's going to leap
Yeah.
into action.
Could I play, or is this new combat so we don't have any cards?
You don't have any, no, it's continued
continued.
here. Yeah, I said it continued, so the combat, you can have the card that's in
Could
there.
I play alertness
For?
to find some detail or something that would give me a good idea of whether or not I should get him off the altar, if I should pop the bubble, like something about the situation that would give me an idea of what I should do. Because I really don't want to kill my friend, but also I don't want him to be...
He might turn into a wonderful butterfly.
captured in
Sure.
some character art.
He has been eating a lot. up to
You
this
can
point.
see kind of at the foot of the altar, there are several not garlands, but several dried corpse flowers, kind of adding a stench of rotten meat to the air. And kind of arranged around those in the center, there are 2 bowls that are kind of smoldering. They seem to be made out of copper. They've got something burning inside them, not like with fire, but just kind of smoldering. So there's this kind of heady scent to the air. And lying between them are 2 silver, very tarnished, you know how silver gets when you kind of like pure silver when you kind of leave it out. But you can see that there's writing on that, and that's kind of where the main guy was before. You saw him as he kind of stood up and pushed Peaches into Tyrannic. So those may have your best bet at attempting to.
Ricochet laser off the silver.
And then how far am I from the laser tablets of doom? And
There
the
are-
laser
well-
silver.
Well, I don't know that there's laser silver.
I misspoke. The silver tablets of doom.
Oh, the silver tablets of Dune. This whole thing, from entrance to the back, is only about 15 yards,
Okay.
and about half that in width. It's not a very large.
And sorry, and between me and the altar is this wolf man? Or
No,
is he to the side?
he is to the side.
Okay.
The high priest is between you and the altar.
Okay, high priest between me and the altar.
Lily is to the right of the high priest, beating some guy to death with a bench. The other attendant, who has the other assistant ritualist, has this look of terror and then anger, as he seems to be very focused on Edith, and his hands start going through what seem to be very ritualized.
Interrupted.
But we get a flurry, so we get to go again. before
Yes,
they
you guys
go.
got a flurry.
We
you don't
go,
get to
they go, then we get to go again.
Oh, they get to go before we go again? Nerds! Because I don't want Edith to get attacked, but I also don't want him to finish whatever is happening to Tyrannic.
No, you guys get one. All characters on your side, on the side with the flurry, take their normal actions, and then everyone gets another turn. It's different than the flurry card. So
Do
you
you need
guys
help,
will
Ross?
all
Looks like
go.
you're being attacked.
It's a ferocious creature! Oh, so cute. Okay. In that case.
Your next character, Ross, will have to have an animal companion.
Oh, he can't hear us. So cute, Ross. Okay. I would like to peer around
Okay.
and try and take a shot at one of the silver tablets, because I know silver has a pretty low melting point,
Okay.
and see if I can start melting that, and then I'm going to try and shoot the mage.
All right.
Okay. So this is energy weapons. Oh, that's a 10. And a 6. So 16 is, so that's a 13 to hit the silver tablet.
You hit with a good success. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, oh shoot. I don't have any d6s out. So that's
What is the
14 base.
What's the melting point of silver?
I would hope it's lower. What, 15 points of laser damage.
I mean, it is 1700 degrees.
Look, my laser's really hot, okay? If I can't melt it, I just kind of want to, like,
How many points of damage did you do?
15.
15. You definitely put a score through it. As you hit it, it does burn a small hole through it, but the most of the damage is the scoring across the text.
Perfect.
All right, I believe that's everyone.
Go on.
I mean, that's how flurry works, right? We go, you go, we go again.
No,
We
Yeah,
go
we
again?
get to
you go again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
So, still caught by surprise. Second round of the flurry. My guys are gonna burn through all their possibility just staying alive through round one.
Dead alive. Edith, what would you like to do now that you have your crossbow back?
I want to shoot the wolf guy with a silver.
Yeah, you
bolt.
do.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, you do.
As she stands on the bench, which is on the guy's chest.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Yeah, he starts to move and she stomps down with her foot as she readies her crossbow. There's a wet noise from
Touch
beneath her.
my crossbow.
This is why we don't play with other people's toys.
That's a 20.
Ooh.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not a little lower?
Pretty sure.
So a 20. Edith, a 20 is a normal success.
What?
Do you have anything to get you one more point to make it a good one?
I do not. Unless anybody wants to give me a card.
Wait, nope, it is large, so you're at +2 to hit it, so that would make it a 22. So go ahead, and what is the base stamp? Yeah, this thing is huge. To hit it, you get a +2, or is large, you get a +2 to hit it.
Dang.
The best I got for you, Lily, is romance.
Not in this case. Thank you, Mark. Base damage is 13. But it's a silver bolt. I'm
Oof.
sorry.
Get it.
Now,
get
this
it.
creature is a hybrid something or other, yes?
This creature is a hybrid something or other. I feel like that is a very accurate term.
Creatures with the lycanthrope special ability take +4 damage.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Does he get
Well, it's a 13, and if they're a lycanthrope, it's 17.
And you get a bonus die because you got the +2 to hit him, so...
Oh, I thought it was, okay.
Roll that 6. Roll that 6.
That's all.
So 4 total.
So 21 or possibly 17.
All right. The bolt strikes the creature in the chest, who just kind of looks down and swipes at it with his claws. Just kind of cutting the bolt into 4 different parts as it hits the
She
ground.
gets a card.
Oh, you do?
Oh, do I get
not
No,
great,
it's
my
one
friends.
per. It's
Oh, it's
one
one
per.
per?
One per round.
Wait,
Trying to stockpile.
Oh, you did attack. You get drama.
Drama.
How
Said,
appropriate.
said the DM to himself. All right, who's going next? Edith shoots at this thing. It howls. There's blood like kind of oozing down its pale skin, but it doesn't seem to be affected at all.
Salvo
go.
or Anton?
All right, Lady Salvo, who are you attacking?
First, I want to use my Inspire card.
Woo.
Are you giving meaning
Yeah.
to this life?
Well, I put it in the pool during my first round. Can I play it
Sure.
during the play?
Yeah.
Okay. So all Storm Knights can choose to get 1 possibility, or a draw from the Destiny deck, or recover 3 shock. I am choosing a possibility.
All right.
And to give you the story beat, you know, Lady Salvo will say,
There you
think
are.
of all the things we've defeated so far. Dinosaurs, cyber demons, any foe, no matter how bizarre, can be beaten. I'm going to make a maneuver roll against the wolf-headed guy.
All right. Go for it.
Ugh. Okay. Well, that's a possibility. Great. Wow. Lovely. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing. How about a 18?
And which one are you?
The wolf-headed guy.
Oof.
The wolf-headed guy, an 18. That is a normal success.
Okay. So the visual on this one is I'm going to shoot the base of the statue so that it topples kind of over a little bit and blocks him from
Oh wait,
moving
yeah, you were
around
doing
quite
you
so
were
much.
doing a maneuver. I apologize, Ross.
Nice.
Yeah, okay, it's the same thing. All right, never mind. I thought it might have been a little bit better.
Yeah, I rolled terrible. So
Okay. So do you want to make him stymied or vulnerable?
with his defenses, I want to make him vulnerable.
All right. The creature kind of steps back a bit, trips up on the statue, losing its balance just a bit. Anton, Edith, or Anton and V.
Oh,
Edith shot.
She shot.
oh, she shot.
Did something, but he kind of pushed it off. Didn't do
Go for it, Anton.
well.
Who do you want to light on fire now?
So the one guy that was pushing in kind of steps back. He's no longer involved
Yeah,
with
no,
that.
he is
That seems to
definitely- Yeah.
be done. And he's not gesticulating. The other guy is.
The other guy is.
Hey.
Oh, it was so close.
I don't, you know, I saw
To a
that.
20. Here, you can have Tryannic back. So, that's 18 versus Dodger Dex.
Dang it. Okay. That would be a outstanding success.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna just preemptively spend these possibilities. 17 is +4, which is not good enough. What'd you get?
20 fire. Fire.
Up by 14.
Ooch.
Okay, come on, die. You can do it.
Curse of Thule.
Ooh, it's a 10. Curse it again.
I'm ready.
That's a 20. That's a 20 exactly. He has no possibilities left. But he kind of looks around, smiles, pats the fire out of his hair, and snarls at you. Go up, V, you're up.
Okay,
He
well
stopped doing
then
this though.
I will just have to
now.
shoot him so he doesn't shoot Edith.
Okay.
And then I'm ducking back around the door.
I figured that's a fair move for V.
Maybe you could keep the door here and just kind of go.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just cover.
Yeah.
Whatever
Use the
cover
door frame
I
as
need.
cover.
Well,
You need a better dice box.
spend a
You need a better
possibility.
dice box.
Wait, that was a 5 that rolled over. Darn you! Okay, that's a
It's at least a 10.
17, so it's a 4, so that gets me to
21?
14.
Oh, 14?
14.
To hit that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good success.
Woo!
I'll spend 2 money, but I'll spend.
Beck, I'm using the
You should be
glitter
out of
die.
possibilities.
He's out of personal possibilities.
Oh.
So that's 16 points of laser damage to his mage self.
16 is up 9. Which is a wound. I'm gonna do it. 17 is
Burn through those.
4. I am. 4, not enough. All right, what's it look like, V? It was a risk I was willing to take. What's it look like?
He
Go
now
onto her.
just has a hole.
Like a
his
small,
chest,
like
yeah.
right through the heart.
Mhm.
All right, as he drops, the rest of my people finally get to do something.
It's a very musical night.
It is a musical night. We just have to be careful.
We sang snippets. We're being good.
All right, so let's start with. Well, I don't need my miracle section open. Somebody asked me what I like most about Torg, and it's the fact that there's no planning for Torg.
Not with the cards. It's really not.
Great lineup for villains. Let him have it. No. All right, Lady Salvo, what is your willpower or spirit?
Spirit of 10.
All right. So a 21. Again, you see that priest kind of make that clawing motion. You are stymied and lose 2 possibilities.
Shoot them.
If you have them. I don't know if you still have them.
I did.
Oh,
And
I
then
need another card.
with his multi-action, he is also
I call shenanigans.
going to throw a knife at Anton. So Anton,
13.
Those are some X possibilities.
so no, I can't do that. I've already fixed my roll. So Anton, your toughness is 12.
Yes.
So it hits you hilt first, kind of in the temple. You stagger back a bit, take 2 shock, and that is it for you. The wolf monstrosity leaps at Edith.
No!
That was the head priest.
Yeah, that was the head priest. Leaps at Edith and will make
Weak sauce.
2. Make a multi-attack on Edith to hit her twice. Edith's whirlwind. So, and then when attack is the approved action. Okay. Oh wait, no multi-attack penalties at this point. They can make their normal move. All right. So here's what's actually going to happen. It's going to leap to Edith with 1 attack, and then leap to Anton for the second. And he is vulnerable, so I've got to remember that.
No.
No, I'm vulnerable. Or I'm.
Oh.
Oh, he's vulnerable. That doesn't apply here. 27.
We attack him, it'll be appropriate.
Is +9.
Got it.
All right, Edith, you are hit
No.
for an outstanding success, And Anton, you are hit for
Rude.
an outstanding success. These claws cut through your armor as if they are not, it's not even there.
Is it too late to play a romance card?
Lily, Edith will take
Oh no.
23. 2 wounds and 4 shock.
Lily, do you have any possibility?
Anton will take the
Yes.
same.
Okay.
Thanks, Ross. I have possibility, and also the gracious GM who told
Yes,
me that
I
have
did
one
at the start
possibility this
of
week.
tonight say that there would be a 1 possibility refresh. Some of you may think that that makes me soft, but
He likes to
21.
keep his friends.
all right. Edith,
I'm running out of possibilities.
I'm not really that worried about it. He said.
I need a good success to soak any of the wounds.
You need a good success to soak 1 wound and an outstanding success to soak them all.
I have drama if you need it.
Okay.
But only got a second
An 8.
chance if you roll bad.
What'd you get?
18 on a soak.
So you will still take 1 of the 2 wounds.
Okay.
Do you want drama so you can roll higher?
I rolled a second time.
Okay.
All right.
Is that allowed? Sometimes they can stack. Not always.
Yeah, drama acts as a possibility, right?
Yeah, but you may spend it in addition to regular possibilities and a hero card.
So you can roll basically another possibility.
That would get you
with
your
the
last
card.
2 points.
Okay.
All right. As it lands in this flurry of carnage between you, your blood hitting the floor, but not really doing more showy than actual damage. You can see that the membrane is starting to undulate,
Ah!
and you can see dark shadows moving underneath it. The next card is Reversal. Heroes go first and have Inspiration, which means everyone recovers 2 shock immediately. Maneuver and Taunt are the approved actions.
Okay, so I'm outside the temple.
Shock's gone.
Are there any loose twigs or pieces of wood or something laying around?
Pieces of wood or just
Yeah.
like outside?
Yeah,
Not in the city, but there are like you could break a bench.
cool. I would like.
Is there a broken branch in the shrine?
There is. It's currently between Lily and the man she killed with it.
Okay. This is a terrible idea. I would like to maneuver with a wood shard and stab at the bubble thing.
All right. So, what are you trying? You want to pop the bubble
Yes.
thing? Okay.
There's a dagger that the guy threw at me laying on the ground.
Oh, cool.
You can get
Then
it.
maybe I'll pick up the tag. Why are you looking at me like that?
No reason.
You'll be the first one it attacks.
Lord. Okay, cool. So what do I need to roll?
A maneuver.
Tyrannic will have to respell.
So
his
you're
name
kind
with
of
that
trying to
silent
duck around.
P
Who are you?
in
You're
front.
trying. Are you trying to duck around the hybrid or the priest?
The priest. I ain't going
Okay.
anywhere near the hybrid.
All right.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Is it?
No.
Is it?
Nope, not even a little bit. Oh man. Okay. That's a 4. I thought it was an 11. Oh, well, that's so much better. 14. That's an 11 maneuver.
Around the priest?
Yeah. I'm just like trying to.
That is a good success. Do you also want to make him vulnerable or stymied?
Stymied, because he's probably swooping at me next.
All right. So, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Before you say anything, thanks, Evan.
Let's go bad news first, so it can only get better from there.
Well, now that I think about it, there's really a specific order that this has to happen. Oh, no, I got it. You rip this membrane open, and there is a torturous cry
Oh, no.
as the liquid and the goo come flooding out over the altar. The good news, well, so you wanted the good news last.
Yeah. I did something
Emerging
before,
on
too.
top of this altar is Tryannic. Peaches' head sort of comes out of his right shoulder, and out of his right shoulder blade is a single wing frantically flapping as if Peaches is trying to rip itself free from Tyrannic's body. You can see the other side. Tryannic has kind of a skin flap that goes from about his mid forearm to about the bottom of his rib cage, and he turns and howls, and you don't see anything of your friend in there. There is only madness and rage. But the good news is you get
it's always good to see a man bonding with his pet.
That's right. This is like one of those Instagram filters. The good news is you don't get any goo on you.
And I get a destiny card.
You do get a destiny card. Drama. Oh. All right. That was V's turn. Who would like to go next?
Does the liquid seem to be caustic?
No. It's just
sizzling.
It's not sizzling. It does not smell good. It is the smell of a battlefield. The dead bodies, the churned mud, the viscera that has been exposed to
So is
the
it
air.
possible to take my telekinesis and like push all of that viscera onto the high priest and coat him in his own?
Yeah, you want to do it as like a maneuver to like? Are you trying to basically like stymie him to make him vulnerable?
Yeah, I have a feeling if I try to burn Dog Boy, it'd be for naught. That's Lily's job. Put the beast down.
Edith and Lady Selva got your backhand time.
I tried. He shrugged me off.
Yeah, but he's running low on possibilities. What's the high priest doing? Is he appalled that his creatures didn't fully...
He has turned back and he turns around with a manic look in his eyes. Now you will feel and taste the dread
Is he standing
of
near...
Patala Ek and the warden, his greatest servant.
Oh, make a note of that. The warden is a servant of Patala Ek. Sorry, I had to take notes for what we're really here for is to find the secrets so we can put it to true death.
Thank God Mark's looking out for us.
I mean, we got enough information, we could just leave. Sorry, Tryannic. Should have been here. The priest is standing near the statue, though, right? One statue's down.
One statue has been...
There's another statue of...
Yeah, but he's not standing by it. He's sort of standing in between the altar and the door. So like...
So I can't have it fall to hell.
You
Like,
could always
we're
try
in
it.
the-
Yeah, you could. I mean, that's
Yeah.
you can always try it. This is Torg.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
could
saying,
always
if
try
he's like
something.
nowhere near it, wouldn't do anything. It's like I can topple it. It's like, yeah.
You want a second to think?
Yeah, give me a second to think.
Edith or Lady Salvo?
Remember, the wolf boy's stymied for now.
The priest is stymied. The hybrid is vulnerable.
Vulnerable, that's right.
Yep.
Wrong turn.
I shit the hybrid again.
Go for it.
Well, that was a 1.
Mishap.
Thanks, Lily. Luckily, I'm not vulnerable to silver.
Don't you
Mark,
have
I
second
don't-
chance?
Oh, wait, I have second chance. I have second chance.
Oh, I have chance.
Why, you have second chance?
Why are you guys being
You
stingy with these cards?
Thank you, Maddie.
I'm sorry.
Too much
Yeah.
coffee.
Thank you.
Yeah, this has gone from Victorian horror to Laurel and Hardy horror.
Got cards in play. I was like, oh, wait.
What'd you get on your
You're
reroll?
a loyal. Well, not really any better. I got a 6.
Do you want to spend anything on that, or are you keeping the 6?
I'm just gonna go ahead and keep the 6.
The shot goes flying out the door, possibly to strike someone who is passing by. You
Happens all the time in Chennai.
You
Hopefully
hear
not the
you
queen.
hear a shout from the door. Dakshata says, "Grab your friend and grab the tablets. The wagon is coming." Lady Salvo.
I will attempt to shoot the High Priest. That is a mishap.
Second chance.
Are we still in the time loop? What's happening here?
Roll again, second chance.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. Well, that was much better. Can you actually? I don't know if you can. You give? I don't have any cards to trade.
I'll just play. That's fine.
Can you play one? I think you can play. The second chance plays when anyone rolls to re-roll any die, I believe. Is that what it says,
Okay.
Mark?
Doesn't say for me. It's
Let me see.
just says play after mishap. Play
You
after
played
Ross.
after a mishap.
Yep.
I'm gonna allow it, Ross.
Okie dokie. Well, how does a 30 suit you?
Well, no, I reject past Jam's ruling. No, a 30 hits me just fine, but is more importantly, it hits the High Priest for an outstanding success.
All right. Come on, dice. All right. 24 AP2. Put that in your collection plate.
Well, that's 3 wounds and 6 shock. So I think he's going to spend that possibility to soak. That seems like that die is gone forever. We're going to spend another possibility. All right, that is the best possible roll I think I could have gotten without something exploding. 36 is a plus 11. Plus reality is a 25. The shots go. You clearly see them hit, but as he kind of turns, though the blood strikes the altar, he turns back, and you can just see there are twin scars where you hit him. I'm running low on possibilities. Anton.
Are the silver tablets attached to the altar, or they're just
No, they're
sitting
just
there?
kind of leaning there against the bowls and everything.
Okay.
One has thin tendrils of smoke kind of rising from it, and a big scar across the.
So if we try to read them, we're like,
Yeah, it's definitely Klata Varaktu.
You have to cough there.
Well, how are we gonna get Tyrannic out? I can grab the tablets.
Anybody have any beef jerky? We can just.
We got a dead aspirant.
Maybe if we just, talk about Gregoric. Like, hey, Tryannic, Gregoric's outside.
Or we can't see him, and we see pain and madness.
I know, but maybe, the name of his true love would ring through. It is true love.
What you got, Anton?
I will use telekinesis to grab the. I will attempt to use telekinesis to grab the silver tablets.
Give it.
Should I smack the wolf boy in the head with them since they're silver? I'm just gonna grab them.
Okay.
In fact, I'm gonna grab them and go right up to the door to V.
V's in the room. She's by
Oh.
the altar. Doc Shaw
Oh.
is at the door.
Yeah, I ran in and stabbed the thing.
Should I grab you with telekinesis too?
I'll just reach out and grab him.
Multi-action. All right, you're gonna multi-action it and lift both.
I don't
V.
know if I can. Well, we'll.
She's not that. She is mostly made of metal, so she's a little heavier.
Do you want Vampire at Dinos, Restar? Because this is how you get Vampire at Dinos.
Let's activate telekinesis and see how strong I am. If I can grab you all. That's 19. Oh yeah. I was looking at the target is 8, so that's a good success. Plus 2 strength, so that gives me a 13, effective 13 strength. Can a 13 strength pick up? I guess we -2 to pick up both, right?
Yeah.
Tablets and her, but 11 strength to pick them up.
It's to the roll, not to the final strength. The -2 would be to the roll, not to your final strength value.
Oh, 18. Yeah, still be a good success.
All right, so you see
13.
Anton kind of, yep, V, you get ripped past the priest and the hybrid, and you see the two tablets kind of flying with you, and Anton deposits you.
By the door.
Okay.
Perfect.
I guess I can't, if I have to see it, I can't just push you
That's fine.
all the way to Delhi. It's just-
All right. At this point, the hybrid just leaps on you, Anton.
First mistake.
Sorry, something about land war in Asia popped into my head.
All right, so Anton, he hits you with an outstanding success. It kind of
Oh,
leaps
no.
down, and you see it tries to pick up Anton by the inside of his rib cage and lift him into the air.
I'm kind of picturing the Dirty Dancing moment where he grabs me.
Sure, it is nothing like it is like that, but far more vicious. 16 plus the base of 15.
Oh, shoot.
AP2. So Anton, your toughness is 10.
Yeah, lowers it to 10.
This is a 31, so up 21. That is 4 wounds and 8 shock, Anton.
It's only a total of 6. Because it's a minus on my roll and I have no possibilities left.
Drama!
Oh, wait. I have a possibility.
You're absolutely correct, Mr. Furious, but he was modifying his strength, his final strength, not the
the roll.
final psionic
Yeah.
roll, which is what I was trying to get across.
Yeah, I needed to.
Yeah.
I should have done my roll changing.
Thanks for keeping me honest, though.
Yeah, 16. So I'll take some.
So you will soak 1 wound and all of the shock.
So 3 wounds.
So 3 wounds, Anton.
First wound, so I'm good.
Just, you hear something wet hit the ground at Anton's feet. And the high priest, who is focused on Lady Salvo, is now focused on V and
Les tablets.
the tablets. And he's going to try and maneuver his way through this room.
No.
Remember, he's stymied.
Oh, I know. There we go.
No.
Lady Salvo, what is your maneuver?
18.
Maniacal laugh.
What is plus 8? I'm sure he can handle this. So no, he does not. He does not manage to. Do you wish to, like, he was trying to maneuver past you and like get around you and make you stymied. He fails. Do you want to stop him from leaving the shrine, or do you just want to, like, okay? Lady Salvo's
way
a
I see it-
lot more solid than she looks.
The way I see it is like he starts to go left and then I go left and then we're doing that dance where, if he moves then I move and we're suddenly in each other's way just like the whole time.
Letting out a multi-throated howl. Tyrannic and Peaches sort of leap into the air, flying very clumsily at Edith, who is the only one there, with a 6. Edith, it bowls into you, and the two of you are now wrestling on the ground. There's a lot of wing slaps
Oh.
and just copious amounts of like thick, mucusy spit as Tyrannic is just
Ew.
screaming in your face.
Oh, look, he likes you.
When suddenly villains go first, heroes suffer a setback. That would be the wagon.
The heroes
sound.
have suffered.
So here's the thing, because this has been asked, if you get a player's choice on an interaction attack against Tyrannic, you can restrain him and get him out of here. Okay? Just tossing that out there, but they get to go first. Edith, Tyrannic tries to eat your face.
No.
10, 20,
Tyrannic or Peaches?
10,
Yeah,
20.
it depends. One has little teeth, one has big teeth.
Porque no los dos? Why not both?
Yeah, we're gonna go with why not both.
No,
Because
no.
I rolled a 47 to hit
Whose
Edith.
side are you on, Ron?
Shooting!
Chomp, 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 chomp. There are
Peaches and Tyrannic, so
tiny bites, and then
French
there are
Torg
not so tiny bites. As the two of them attack you,
Michael, this is your fault.
I don't know that anyone would pin what's happening right here on Michael. This is probably totally my fault. Oh, Ross
That's a
would?
good
Okay.
point.
I'm poised and ready, Lily. Don't
Edith,
you worry.
15. My brain is not running fast tonight, guys. I apologize. The
It's 'cause you're
processors
so intimidated.
by the hippo. Yeah. 2 wounds and 4 shock, Lily.
Dang, Lily, I tried.
I know you tried. It's fine. I'm out.
You're knocked
I don't-
out. You have no wounds.
Yeah, I don't have anything to play.
Okay. Edith, we will come back to you in a second. Anton. It tries to rip you apart and rolls a 1.
Does it just give you a nice hug? Pats you on the back.
Instead, it pulls you close, and its hot breath hits your face as it just sort of licks the blood from the bottom of your rib cage all the way, like
who's a good puppy?
slobber just down the side of your face. Like your right eye goes fuzzy, and you're not sure if it's from the 3 wounds or from the viscous saliva currently clinging to your face.
You should
The guy next to you, Lady Salvo, is once again, no, screw it. He's going to try this first. He's going to take a multi-action. And suddenly my dice can't roll higher than a 5. I got a 6. Thanks for proving me wrong, dice. So a 15 total is only a +2, which negates the multi-penalty. So, Lady Salvo, what is your... what is your willpower or spirit?
10.
10?
We're
All
so
right.
sorry, Michael.
So that is up by... That is just... Lady Salvo, your dexterity is diminished by the spell, as you kind of feel like you're moving through lead. -4 to your dex,
Ow.
which means, does my maneuver of 8 let me get past you? Even with the -4? So he successfully casts the spell. You see him put both hands on the side of Lady Salvo's head, and she seems to be moving slower, still faster than this guy. It is now your turn.
I was making note the chat's definitely saying you've made it weird.
Poor Michael's like, this is a disaster.
No, the whole.
No, I know, but poor
Oh.
Michael's.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
I have that
Okay.
shirt that says you go to hit the orc and roll a 1 instead. You instead caress him lightly on his back, and he is uncomfortable.
Do you want to take out the priest and I try and talk to Tyrannic, or do you want to try and talk to Tyrannic?
You need to maneuver Tyrannic. I'm
Okay.
at penalties and in the embrace of large furry man.
Hub. It'd be our second romance of the game with a large furry man.
I'm ready to go.
All right,
Oh yeah,
go for it, Lady Salvo.
So
All
Mark
right,
and I
cool.
make it
So
weirder.
first of all, I'm playing my flurry card,
Beautiful, good work.
and I'm going to make a maneuver to try and I want to pick up Edith and get her out of there.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and try a bit of a rescue. I'm assuming that's a maneuver roll.
It would be a maneuver roll, and this would be versus Tyrannic's maneuver.
That's fair. Can I get him out too?
Sure. -2 to the penalty. You know, -2.
Okay. Because if I'm trying to get that player's call.
Don't worry, I know what the number is that you need to beat.
Okay. So I'm at -6 all told. Okay, great. You know what? No, I'm not going to try. This is too complicated to try and get both of them out. I'll just.
You got
get Edith
flurry, so you can.
out. I got flurry, so I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get Edith out.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that was probably wise. I got a 10 total.
That is good enough to get Edith's unconscious body out from under the Tyrannic Peaches hybrid. Chad, do we have a good name for that yet?
I'm gonna pull out my bullwhip and lash it around her foot, and use one of the statues to kind of like as a fulcrum to kind of pull her out of there and spin her maybe towards the exit.
You definitely. She goes sliding right next to you, V. The hybrid kind of looks down from whatever's going on between him and Anton as it kind of goes sliding past towards the door. You can see Dakshata is frantically trying to wave down a couple of other people, and is like calling in favors, and like people are like kind of running towards you, looking further down the street back the way you came, and she kind of points to Edith, and they start to pick her up.
Oh, so they've got Edith out. Okay, great.
Let it never be said my NPCs don't help. All right, thanks, Ross. All right, who's going next? Edith, you're.
I was gonna try and first aid Edith, but you got.
Oh,
her
you can
first.
do that.
Well, should I first aid Edith or should I try and lion tame Peaches Rannick?
It takes 10 minutes to first aid
Rannick.
somebody,
Okay, never
so.
mind. Cool. I'm gonna try and
Never
talk
grab
to
her arm, so she'll get out. We need to get
Tyrannic.
out of
Just
the scene.
just call for a truce, like a quick timeout.
Hold, please. And just start playing elevator music. Okay. So what role would this role be? To try and talk to Tyrannic.
Well, so here's the thing. You've got a couple of options. This is going to be an interaction attack. So, are you trying to calm him down? That would be persuasion. Are you trying to be like, sit? I would call that an intimidation. If you want to try and trick him, that's something else. If you want to try and like wrap him up and like bind him.
Well, I'm gonna go with trick because that's my highest one.
That's good because that is not as good for Tyrannic.
Yes. And I'm gonna be like, I'm going to try to appeal to the Tyrannic half, not the Peaches half. And I will shout out, Tyrannic! There is, and I'm gonna try and not throw up as I say it, there's a tall glass of water out here with a long beard asking about you. I came all the way from Tharcold. says he's got something to give you.
You see Tyrannic's one eye kind of like one eye still narrowed on you, but the other one kind of maybe grows a little hopeful.
A little hopeful. Said something about a feather.
Give me the roll. What's your base
My
trick?
base trick is 12.
All right.
Oh, and that's an 18. So that gets me to, oh, shoot. Yes, but I have to subtract 3. I keep forgetting because I'm who
It's
did.
out of 15.
Okay, so 15.
You have no cards.
Okay, so do you have anything to get 3 more points? That will get you to a player's call. You spend your.
Don't let me die. That's a natural 20.
Ho ho ho! Roll it again.
So wait, what am I at now? 35?
No, you're at. So your base roll is now 39. So go again.
That's another natural 20? I do have a glory card too.
Ooh.
So now we're at what, 59? So 39 plus,
20 is 59.
oh, that gets me to 61. Is that
Let me
enough?
just double
Is that
check
enough?
this.
Is that enough?
I'm looking.
It says play after a die roll of 60 plus.
Did you have that one in your pool?
Yep.
She
She
had
had
it
it
in the pool.
This
And
calls,
it has a dinosaur on it, which I feel like is very apropos.
this calls for
Flash.
I feel like I've shown my hand. All right, so everybody gets a possibility. Starting with V, your extra card is Glory. Dang it. Edith, Hero, attuned to Ross, and coup de grace to Mark. And so
Just gonna.
here's what, if I may, do you have any ideas for what you want the initial effect of glory to be?
I really would just like to appeal to Tyrannic's
Oh,
Tyrannic.
yeah.
So calm the beast, as it were, and maybe help facilitate like the inner detangling. I don't know if I can with glory.
You can't do that.
Physically,
but what
but-
I will do is I will say that the DNs for the separation ritual will go down because of the glory. All right. Oh, yep, possibility. As it spreads out,
Please,
as this,
please.
you see Peaches is still riled up. Tyrannic is kind of focusing on you, and he just kind of collapses unconscious.
Okay.
The glory ripples out from this small shrine. You hear the sounds of 3 stones cracking. The altar shatters. The second statue comes falling down and lands on the first to reduce all of it to rubble. And more importantly, not only because the sun has been out, right? You saw the dawn, but there's that smog over the city. It is as if a cool wind has blown off of the ocean and the clouds go spreading. And you all hear a piercing whistle cry. And the beast that has Anton turns as if it hears something, its eyes wide with fear, drops Anton to the ground, and goes barreling out the other side entrance, responding to its master's call.
Interesting. I know. I'm sorry. I can
What do you
take
guys
the
do?
glory back if you
No,
like.
You can see that they've picked up Edith and they're starting to carry her away. There's cheering, like people seem to, like where they were afraid of the wagon coming, somebody yells out, "The wagon, it's retreating! It's turned around!" And there's just kind of, there's this sense of hope and possibility that sort of is spreading through the area. What do you guys do?
Should
We need to go and
Yeah, we need to get Tryannic and go
get Tyrannic.
and follow after Duck Shadow.
All right.
I need your help. Between the two of us, we can pick him up.
Doc Shadow says, I have a place. It should be safe.
Hopefully it's safer than the last one.
By the gods, you are magnificent. And she starts making her way. And as the scene fades, you can see the warden's wagon leaving sparks and trails of flame as it books it out of this area. And you can see that like people are kind of reverentially carrying Edith as they follow Doc Shadow. People are pushing food into your hands, spare ammunition that they had lying around, extra daggers, that sort of things. And Doc Shadow takes you to this old, even older part of town, and kind of navigating through a dizzying maze of alleyways, small, older roads. Yes, there's also cheering from the wedding party, as they believe that this time has been blessed. Soon you'll find yourself in an abandoned, a old water cistern. And people have kind of brought blankets. They've brought, there's a small fire going to kind of drive the chill of this underground it stretches hundreds of feet above you, but it's cracked down the side. It looks like, well, the opening does, because right, the well kind of comes down here. You can see old spiral stairs. You can see the water marks on the side. And that is the end of the scene, or the end of the act. So I'm going to give everyone 5 experience points.
Woo!
We're going to test for Lily's defeat, or for Edith's defeat, because Lily is never defeated.
Can I roll my mend? I need an hour.
Well, so here's the thing. I'll give you 10 minutes to perform first aid, but if you want to separate Tyrannic from Peaches, the longer you wait, the harder it gets.
Lily, that's
Is
your
there
call.
any-
Do you want me to first aid, or do you want us to work on the ritual for Tyrannic?
Well, 10 minutes to get her up, and then do we know
All right, so
what we have to
you
do?
suffered wounds, by the way, right? That dropped you to 0.
Yes, many wounds.
Did it drop you to 0 or beyond your maximum? So did it drop you to negative?
to 0?
2-0? Suffers wounds beyond her maximum. Ross, am I reading this right? That she'd have to go to -1 to test for defeat?
That's my understanding.
Greg.
I like that you know that Greg was watching us. He was about to say.
Oh yeah, he just commented.
Was that the comment?
No, I'm waiting for.
Oh, okay.
Waiting for an answer, chat. Let's go.
I believe as I am. No, yeah. Characters can't suffer more wounds than they are. Yeah. So do you have 4 wounds, Lily, or do you have 3 wounds? You got 4? All right. So Lily is just, or Edith is just unconscious.
So first aid can bring her back.
First aid.
I
can
took
remove-
hard to kill.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you
for
did.
anyone else, that would have definitely done it. All right, give me the first aid roll. Damn, Edith.
Edith is very hard to kill.
She is very hard to kill. So you need a 14 for heal.
And I knew that I would need extra wounds and extra shocks, so I took hard to
Well-
kill and endurance.
I'm gonna have to use that possibility because that was a 4. So 14. No, I can't do it. I get to a 13.
Anybody got
Because my
anything to
wounds
add?
cancel me
You're out of combat. You can use anything.
Action.
All right.
I have a hero.
Yeah, action adds 3 to the test. So
So that would get me into 16.
Okay. That will heal Lily of 1 wound. Edith, you get 1 wound back.
Do we know what we have to do to get Tyrannic back?
So Tyrannic is unconscious, lying on the ground, and as you ask that, Dakshata says, "I've heard of joining rituals like this.
Tablets? Do they help?
Possibly."
Where's the key phrase scorched out by someone?
Look, it seemed like a good idea at the time, okay?
Dakshata looks up at you and she's like, "This will make it far more difficult."
That we have it or that they're scratched?
That it's scratched.
But the glory helps, right?
The glory does help.
All right, chat. Would
So the first step would be
psychometry?
psychometry. I will allow as the first. You lick the tablets. They
Which is
taste
chef?
of blood and burnt silver,
Uh,
and a little bit like hard light. You're not sure how you know what that tastes. It's a little effervescent. It's from the Cyber Papacy. Lots
a
of
little bit of
bubbles.
frankincense.
Precog. Glad you hand those possibilities out. Cause
Oh, guys, hold on. Before we go into this dramatic task, this is a new act. So everybody recovers.
We get 4.
Yep, because of the glory. And it lasts for this round. You guys are all at 4 glory, and let me hand out cards. How many your max size is increased by 1 while the glory is in.
So how
So
many do
instead
we
of 4, we get 5?
Yep. So you
I
need 3.
3.
All right.
and we can trade in cards we don't want.
Yes. So do you want to keep both of your cards? We're
Yeah, I want to keep glory.
gonna do a little bookkeeping here. Willpower, opponent fails, and reality surge. Edith, Lady Salvo, you need 4. Coup de grace, action, adrenaline. That won't bite me. Lily, willpower and inspire.
This and then you give me 2, I guess.
Just 2.
Oh.
Hero and seize the initiative. All right, Mark, what did you get on your psychometry roll?
Let me see here. What was it? Hero, and what was the other one?
Seize the initiative. Or seize initiative.
Also, it's a new act, so we get new Cosm cards.
Yes. Anybody want new Cosm cards?
No. No.
I'm going to stick with mine.
I have a good one that we will need.
Marked for death.
Isn't that a given as a Storm Knight?
But it's got effects. All right, Mark, what'd you get?
Oh, wait. Chart. 16 on my precog, which is a good success I see images of any unusual, intense uses of the object for crimes, that kind of stuff, but I can also see how it was used. Maybe I can infer what they were saying.
So the
when
first
they
step
used
of
it.
this would have been translation, but I'm going to allow you with your psychometry to basically divine the right. You know that this is dark. The darkest magics. This is something that you have never seen or even heard of in Tharkold, Anton. This is the merging not just of flesh but of form and binding the dual spirit in service of Patala Ek. You think you understand how to reverse it. So the first step is done. So essentially, what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to find a source of great purity. You are going to have to you're going to have to find a source of purity to sort of banish the darkness.
That's V.
I'm just saying, these are the steps that you understand, the next 3 steps to free Tyrannic. The second one is somebody's going to have to lend their spirit, kind of adding a third soul into the mix, imperiling their soul. And then the fourth one is a very careful separation of the 2 forms. It should weaken the thing enough, but there will be cutting and...
Something very dexterous.
yes.
That's probably Lady Salvo's job. To slice away the good from the bad.
So you said translation,
Um,
something of purity.
Yeah, you got the translation part done. You're on step B. What's the plan?
Wait,
I
is
volunteer
this like physically cutting something from something else?
Uh-huh.
Like with a scalpel?
Yeah, I think you have the highest dex.
Or a sterile knife. Or an unsterile knife. It's Tyrannic. He's probably fine.
Does anyone have a knife?
Yeah, they were giving us extra knives.
Yeah, you got a ton of knives now. You have
We have a bouquet. Of
you have a
knives.
bouquet of knives.
Okay. Yeah, I will stand ready for that particular phase.
I
Okay.
volunteer to step in, but quite honestly, Anton's not sure if he has a soul as you guys understand them.
Okay. So lending. So Salvo's gonna do the surgery. Edith, which part do you want to take?
You wanna draw lots? I don't have a preference.
Okay. And then how is Doc Chowda aiding us?
Oh, she's not.
She's just kind of watching. Okay.
Taking notes.
I suddenly hear Lady Gaga and I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, what's the plan?
Okay, so we need an item of purity, someone to lend their spirit, the severing of the form. Okay.
I mean, spirit, so what are we going to go on? Oh, I will lend my spirit then, because I have the strongest spirit, probably.
Okay, I'm like, I have a
Like
spirit
by,
of 7.
by the attribute.
Okay.
Lend the spirit. I mean, that's what you're looking for?
Yeah. Spirit or willpower?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do that.
Then
Not sure if I'm not sure if I have a soul, because I'm not really like you. But I will lend my strength of spirit.
Okay. We'll pull out. V has a crucifix that, not crucifix, rosary. Like,
Okay.
rosary that she
Your
keeps
holy
on her
cat
person.
5-4 cord?
Yeah. But it's actually, an old school rosary. It's not.
Okay.
It's not technology touched.
All right, go for it.
Okay, what am I doing?
You're going to give me, in the second step, you're going to give me a, you don't have, this will be a spirit roll or a willpower test to do this.
Using my willpower?
She's going first, though.
Oh, so they're all willpower checks?
Willpower,
Okay.
and melee weapons.
So, but I am still wounded, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you describing surgery as a melee weapon?
I was. Well, for this thing, I'm going to have, it'll be dex or in this case, I mean, it's not. It's brutal. It's not necessarily a
All the doctors in the audience are horrified. Like,
That's fair.
what?
This is not surgery. This is a separation of two forced hybrids.
He's using a dirty machete.
Yes, actually, the chat is right. For you guys, this is a corruption test,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
essentially. Yeah.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means if you don't roll well, something bad happens.
Okay, so I used possibility, I got to 18. Because, okay, well, so full honesty, a 1 on a possibility is still a 10, correct?
A 1 on a possibility.
Okay, great. So that gets me to 5, minus 2, or 3 is 2, and I will use my newfound willpower to get it to 16 total.
All right.
Oh wait, that's my turn.
There is a as V kind of kneels at the twin heads of this thing and begins to go through the rosaries, praying through the prayers known in the cyber papacy. You guys can hear this crackling noise that kind of comes from like her deck's speakers, but you can clearly hear the sounds of other chanting sort of joining with her on this. And Tryannic's kind of his fitful sleep, he sort of grows very still, breathing a lot more peacefully. Peaches kind of nuzzles up against his face. Anton, give me a corruption test, sir.
You mean willpower, right?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I know, it threw me for a loop too.
Oh, great saint of synthetics, hear me.
I didn't roll bad, but I want to roll better.
Okay.
23 is much better. So that's a 19 on my spirit.
A 19 on your spirit roll. All right, you can see as Anton kind of gets in there, this member of the race, this outsider to humanity who's sort of been brought in. Edith, you're kind of propped up on the side watching all of this, clearly having had the bejeebus. Like, in that shrine, just all over the floor is Edith's bejeebus. You see Anton also kneel down next to him, and there is this, you can clearly see this this light blossom, kind of almost like a halo around Anton, but also around Tryannic and Peaches. And for the first time, you can kind of see the spiritual seams where this rite tried to bond the two of them together. You both intrinsically recognize that had it actually been completed, there would not be two separate entities. There would only have been
What?
the hybrid, you're guessing in service to the warden, because the other hybrid, the whistle blew and he came. As this is all going on, Lady Salvo, you can see the seams. You can see the constructed flesh, the ectoplasm that has kind of joined these two beings together. You're pretty sure you could cut them apart. You're not too worried about the flesh that you would be cutting, as it is a hybrid of both theirs and reality. So go ahead and give me your roll.
And the guy that no one can
Melee weapons, right? Well, let's see how well this does. I'm not particularly good at this. But I am still using my powers, so there's that. I will try to strike on the beat, and that maybe will help me.
Ah, okay.
Am I still -4 dex from that spell?
No, the spell is over.
Okay.
Mainly, yeah.
All right, so I am currently at a 16. Is that enough, or do I need more?
Ross, you need 2 more points.
I play adrenaline.
Nice.
All right. In a wet tearing noise as Lady Salvo sort of cuts apart where these two have been joined, you can see that the flesh on the one arm starts to kind of wither as she, with a final tearing noise, pulls an unconscious Peaches away from Tyrannic. The two of them passed out on the floor. Edith laying against the side. Doc
Quick,
Shada.
Save Peaches!
Both of you take 2 shock from the exchange. And when we come back next week, hopefully you guys will find out more about the Warden, what is going on, what these strange rites are, and who Patala Ek is. Well done, everyone. Chat, thank you for all of the support. I really appreciate it. And we will be back in next week with more Torg. Tune in on Tuesday nights. Check out all the other great shows that Ulysses has. I'm very partial to our Thursday night show as well. That includes Maddie and Lily. If you have not checked out our Fading Sun show, check it out. If you are not part of the chat, you definitely need to be engaging. The 98% of the fun I have running Torg is well, that's not fair. Some percentage is for running the Torg, but the other percentage is definitely like interacting with the chat. I'm also partial to Fading Suns, as I said. Check out all the other great shows. You should check out, there's 2 people from this show that do a great discussion of myth, tales of legend. Eric does Myth, Dawn of Heroes, the board games, Myth, Tales of Legend obviously being the role-playing game that will be coming out soon-ish in the relative time frame. You can check out Fading Suns has shows, Heretical Musings. Ulysses Worlds is a great show where you can just find out all the great stuff that's going on in Ulysses stuff. If you like Torg, if you like Fading Suns, if you like any of the games that Ulysses does, please follow us on Twitch, follow them on YouTube and on other social medias. If you like what we do, check us out on the Iconic podcast and Iconic production channel. Follow us there as well. So until next week, I am JM the GM. These are the Horsemen. And we will be back in a week with more Torg. Until then, please stay safe, stay healthy, and stay gaming. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.